tonight's incredible fairy tale story for Lasse Kurvinen, the 2020 FIM Flat Track World Champion. Medal winning positions in the 2020 FIM Flat Track World Champion. The standing baseball championship, the title decider, gets underway. Good start off the outside gate to the front row from Elia Bartolini, but it's Cecchini who gets there first. Bartolini under pressure immediately from Brancartus, who gets out of shape. Bartolini is bumped wide and Kurvinen recovers through into second place. Borgiotti also capitalises to move up into fourth position. Cartus is pushed down to fifth place. Cecchini has broken well clear in the early running, with bumping and pouring from second position down on the bottom end for the first time. So Kurvinen has work to do on the tail of the current championship leader. The top two positions as they were in Pardubice. The race for third position with Bartolini bottling up the pack as things stand and the top two breaking clear. So it's Cecchini then as we head towards the end of lap number 2, who leads the way on the number 10 Saesa. The KTM of Lasse Kurvinen in second place. Bartolini still in third. Fourth position with Borgiotti. Cartus, the top scorer during the heat stages, is going to have to work hard to get back in it here. He dives down the inside. He hits the side of Borgiotti and he goes down. And the red lights are good. Only mounts further here in Boves. An aggressive manoeuvre up the inside line from Frank Cartus. He hits the side of Gianni Borgiotti. Goes down himself. Bartolini also going down on that bottom end. And we've got a restaging on the grand final here in Italy. Seating referee Giuseppe Grandi has confirmed an 8-lap restart with a line out on the grid. So as we had already 2 full laps, there'll be no full restart. The riders will line themselves up in the positions they held at the time of the stoppage. Francesco Giuffini will feel most frustrated about this because he was well on his way to a race victory, and that would have given him the 2020 world title. Second opportunity for his rivals, and most notably Lasse Kurvinen doing well on the bottom bend of the opening up. All sorts of bumping and boring at the apex of the first turn to recover second position after what was an initially sluggish getaway. The rest of the grid will be made up with Bartolini, Borgiotti, Cartus, Cano, Corrigetti and Koskinen. Cartus and Koskinen in particular then have knocked out pretty badly compared to their original grid positions. Koskinen qualified on the inside of the second row but dropped back swiftly in the early laps. While Cartus was a little too pugnacious on the bottom then first time around and dropped down to fifth. And he actually found himself a little fortunate not to be neutralised by the referee because he really did hit Borgiotti pretty hard there. That was the red flags and force the restart. Waiting for the back three to set lead. Koskinen at the moment out of position. Cano and Corrigetti start in front of them. Lots of work to do for the finish. So we go again. Francesco Giuffini on pole. 25 points further at the opening round in Pardubice. Racing Saesa back. Second on the grid here, Lasse Kurvinen. Runner-up to Giuffini in the Czech Republic. Set number 365, LK Racing Calaria KTM. Third on the grid, moving to position now. Elia Bartolini. Traverso Racing Team Yamaha in the hands of the wildcard. Fourth Gianni Borgiotti. Did a great job in the initial running to move into podium contention on the Optimist Racing Certified. Cartus, Cano, Corrigetti and Koskinen behind them. Take 2 on the title decider here in Boves. Underway with a good start for Cecchini. A wayward run to the first turn for Bartolini with pole station in third. Good getaway from Koskinen, who's already made up a place on Kevin Corrigetti, who tries to box him out of the way as they come through the bottom edge for the first time. Race on for second position here. Kurvinen has been dropped by Cecchini in the early running, and Bartolini is looking feisty in third position. Not as feisty as Cartus, who's already made up a place. He gets the better of Gianni Borgiotti, so 2 position changes on the opening lap. Koskinen up to 7, Cartus up to 4, and already looking menacing on the tail of Elia Bartolini. This is for a place on the podium here in Boves. Bartolini completely locked sideways and out of shape through the second chicane on lap number 2. Cartus with the inside run around the top end, and Fran Cartus comes through into third position. That's 2 places gained now by the Grau Suzuki man, the number 6, the yellow machine. Certainly the man to watch. He's a little bit deep there on the bottom bend. Bartolini not quite close enough to recover third place, and Cartus has now broken clear. So as things stand, it's Cecchini who leads. This would be good enough for the world title if he can hold on to top spot. But Lasse Kurvinen over that last lap has certainly gained ground. There's not much to choose between the two main title contenders. Still Ferran Cardus in third position. He's leaving Elia Bartolini behind him, and he was very close to Lasse Kurvinen coming through the second campaign. It's certainly Cardus who feels racing at this stage. He thunders down the inside of Kurvinen, moves the fin out of the way. An aggressive manoeuvre from Cardus. We've seen plenty of aggression from the Spaniard throughout in this grand final. Firstly in the initial running, he's certainly calmed it down in the restaging, and he's working his way through this field progressively. He's now up into second place, a quite brilliant ride from fifth at the line out. Cardus now charging hard after the race leader Cecchini. Cecchini doesn't need to win this race to win the title, but he has got to stay in front of Kurvinen. Kurvinen relegated down to third position. He's actually under pressure now just to hold on to a podium place because Bartolini is coming on hard. We're heading in towards the penultimate lap of this race. It's Cecchini who leads us. Cardus still in second. Hits a bump going into the top bend. He holds station in second place. The gap is coming down to the race leader. 2 laps to go. Cecchini on his way towards the world title. Makes a momentary mistake through the first chicane, and Cardus is now right on his tail, looking for victory here in Boves. 1.5 laps to go. Cecchini on his way towards the title. Cardus with a late manoeuvre into the top bend. Cardus comes through. Cecchini's down! Cecchini's down! The world title could be on its way to Lasse Kurvinen. 400 metres to go here in Boves, and this race and this title has turned on its head. Cecchini rebounds, but it's not going to be enough. Kurvinen is through for second position, and Lasse Kurvinen will round the top turn for the final time to be crowned the first FIM Flat Track World Champion. Ferran Cardus takes the checkered flag and the second final win of this 2020 campaign. But it's Lasse Kurvinen who knows the enormity of what's just happened. He will have seen Cecchini go down, and he will have had the most nervous 400 metres of flat track racing in the history of this sport. Lasse Kurvinen holds on. He's been punching the air with delight. I'm sure he can hardly believe it, because for 6.5 laps there, it looked as though Francesco Cecchini would be the 2020 World Champion, and it's Lasse Kurvinen, after drama at the head of the field, who inherits second place in the race and the 2020 title. Lasse Kurvinen will celebrate, his team rushing out from pit lane where they've been watching on to celebrate now with him. The first man onto the track and to offer congratulations to Lasse Kurvinen is Francesco Cecchini. Great sportsmanship being shown here by Cecchini. He will hardly believe it. In fact, he's shaking his head now as he walks away. Lasse Kurvinen is your world champion in 2020, and this FIM Flat Track World Championship has certainly sprung plenty of surprises, but 2 final laps of high drama. Ferran Cardus working his way through the field from 5th at the line out to take the checkered flag, but it was his penultimate lap move on Francesco Cecchini that will certainly set the tongues wagging here in Boves. Cardus in a final round of this 2020 campaign. Time for the trophy presentation. First of all, to our third position finisher here today, the wildcard Elia Bartolini, certainly providing plenty of thrills with his unique and at times wayward riding style. He keeps it on the island for a highly creditable third position, inheriting a step on the podium later on. Second place in the grand final for Lasse Kurvinen, eventually enough for him to seal the world crown in 2020. Your race winner, no doubt that is well deserved. Ferran Cardus, who topped the score chart with just 1 drop point to an opponent, 3 points clear of anyone else, and then fights his way with 25 championship points scored here today, moves third overall, and a quite incredible fairy tale story for Lasse Kurvinen, the 2020 FIM Flat Track World Champion.